Look at what you're really reading here. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Pause on that. They're telling you that belief itself becomes the evidence, even when there is no evidence. That's not just a spiritual idea, that's a psychological framework. Because the moment you accept that what you don't see is still proof, you've stepped out of verification and into trust without requirement. You've been trained to replace observation with expectation, to replace proof with feeling. Read it again, slower. Evidence of things not seen. In any other area of life, science, law, even everyday decisions, evidence has to be seen, tested, verified. But here, the standard is flipped. You're told the less you see, the more faith you have. And the more faith you have, the more right you are. That creates a loop. You believe, that belief becomes your proof. You doubt, that doubt becomes your failure. So no matter what happens, the system protects itself. Then it goes deeper. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed, not through observation, not through questioning, not through discovery, through faith. That means understanding is no longer something you arrive at, it's something you're given, as long as you don't challenge it. This is where comprehension can quietly shut off, because once faith is the requirement, questioning starts to feel like betrayal instead of curiosity. And that's powerful, because now the mind is no longer searching, it's submitting. Now break down the keywords. They reveal everything. Faith, not just belief, but belief without needing proof. It asks you to trust first, before anything is shown. It trains the mind to accept before it understands. Substance is something solid, something real, something you can hold. But here, they're saying faith is the substance, meaning belief itself is treated as something tangible, even if nothing physical exists. So now belief is no longer just in your mind. It becomes your reality. Hope lives in the future, in what hasn't happened yet. It's desire mixed with expectation. So now you're not just believing, you're emotionally invested in something you're waiting for. That keeps you attached, even when nothing shows up. Not seen, this is the key. It removes the requirement for proof completely. If you don't see it, that's not a problem. It's actually the point. So now, no evidence needed, no confirmation required, no contradiction allowed. Because the absence of proof is redefined as part of the truth itself, the contradiction hidden in plain sight. The verse calls faith evidence. But evidence, by definition, is something that can be examined, tested, and demonstrated. So how can something be evidence if it requires you not to see it? That's the contradiction. It tells you it's proof, while removing the ability to prove it. It says it's substance, something real, while being based on what is not seen, something unverified. It teaches understanding without requiring investigation. So it builds a system where you are certain without seeing. You are convinced without testing. You are grounded in something intangible. Put it all together. Faith, belief without proof, becomes substance, treated as reality, for hope, what hasn't happened, based on what is not seen, what can't be verified. And at the center of it all is a contradiction, calling something evidence, while removing the very standard that makes evidence real. Final thought. When something defines belief as proof and removes the need to ever test it, it creates a closed loop, one that can't be broken by lack of results, because lack itself becomes part of the design. That's not just belief. That's a system that sustains itself, even in the absence of what it promises.